I'm at 3 Arena here in Stockholm. What's up?
How you doing?
Oh, all good. All right, I'm at 3 Arena in Stockholm. Our Maiden's supposed to play here in a couple of hours. And hopefully I get to check out Adrian Smith's guitar right now, or guitars. They're doing their 50th anniversary tour, and supposedly I talked to this guy before. He was here for the show yesterday. It was amazing. They're playing songs, a variety of songs from the first 9 albums, and with that, they're saying, the rumor has it, that they brought some old cool guitars as well, really significant and classic Iron Maiden guitars. So hell yeah, man, I'm excited as hell for this. Yeah, sure.
And what's Andy's surname? Ted? Andy Guitars.
Guyton.
Andy Guyton, who looks after Brian May's guitars. So I sent them to him. What Ted took over, just to put new futon trims on them and hardware, because he ought to it for the 80s, and so just upgraded them and gave them, because they hadn't been, we've had those in the guitar vaults, the relic guitars back at the warehouse in England. They've been there since he played.
Are these settings a mystery, or can I film them?
No. There's so many different marks on there.
Yes.
So, take your pick. But that's today's sound.
Right. How often do we change things around?
Rarely. He's got a pretty solid core sound.
Yeah.
And then he'll just, it depends on the set, depends on the song. We'll just add in different effects.
Yep.
For different songs that, especially of the historical stuff.
That's what I'm thinking. Are there different settings in between the sets, or the songs, or since you're spanning it's a pretty big span?
I mean, obviously, because I use the Line 6 HX effects now, so
okay.
Each solo will have its own patch.
Okay.
So we can do different delay times. We can add on to, and then if he ever needs a particular sound for sort of things like some of the clean stuff on Killers, there's a little bit of flange, because that's what they had back in the day. You can't hear me now. Just the individual songs. If I can just build a patch for him, and it'll be based around, there's a clean tone that he's been using, just off the Marshalls for since we started using the 410Hs.
Yeah.
And there's a rhythm sound, there's a harmony sound, and there's a couple of lead sounds, but he tends towards one over the other. And that's the way it's been since we started, since he found those sounds on that, since we got those heads started using them, he sort of honed in on a particular sort of solo tone.
Yes.
And then it's just coloured by effects or a slight different delay, timing, things like that.
And these are a little bit more stable than the old.
Yeah, they're just it's a
little easier.
It's adaptable. It's a 4-channel. It's MIDI controllable. Yes. So you've got the various voices as well. So it just means you can do more things with it. Obviously, we can go into the Kemper and Axe Effects world.
Right.
But again, it takes a lot of time of getting together and sitting down and working out all the sounds.
Yes.
It's not quite, and obviously it's not always as easy time-wise to get the pair of us together.
No.
Because he's got a lot of stuff going on. I'm away on tour with the bands.
Yes.
So it's just and he likes the valve sound.
Yeah.
He always has.
No, so these main amplifiers are feeding the cabinets on stage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Line 6, it's on the front end of it. You've got various stomp boxes, just that he adds in occasionally, and that's all at the front end of the amp, and that will go to both his ears, and then the delays are just on the send and return there.
Okay.
And then he's got the same delays on his ears, but I just split them left and right, so that he can get with his in-ear system, he can get as much width out of it by panning it hard left and hard right, because his cabs are in mono. His rigs all as well. I mean, I think he had it in stereo in the 80s, but for the last God knows how many, since I've been here 23 years, it's been mono. So it just by splitting it here, it's again, we have the same effect. It's only the only thing that are on the send and returns is his delays and some reverbs.
Yeah.
So it ends up that we can just control it more and make the in-ear sound not as claustrophobic.
Yes.
Sometimes you get.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
It's great because it's very clear and it's beautiful, but sometimes it feels like being in a bit of a box.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
know, you lose that, especially with a band like this.
Yeah.
You need that feeling. So,
All right. Absolutely.
sounds like the gaffer's here. I better tell the truth.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
I've seen your podcast.
Oh, you have? Great.
Can I make it chug?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I was analyzing your rig here to see if it chugged, but I think you got it going.
Hey, I'll give you a guitar. You can see if you can make it chug.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for taking time.
All right, yeah. Yeah, this is the most important thing.
Yeah.
When it gets really loud.
Oh yeah, it's okay. It's for the volume.
When it gets loud on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. I don't know what this wood is. I mean, it's not like a high quality wood, I don't think. This is a Ibanez Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got this in the first time we went to Japan.
Yeah.
The good people of Ibanez came down to see us and they gave me this guitar. I couldn't believe it. Someone actually gave me a guitar.
Right.
And
When was this?
It would have been 80 or 81. And I thought it was a cool shape and it played all right. It plays pretty good still. I mean, it's 40 years old, you know.
Yeah.
I actually dropped it at a gig in America in the 80s and broke this off.
Yeah.
So we glued it back on and then I just stuck this
Of the tape? Or?
Matthias Jabs kind of stripe on there. And it's been on there ever since. And yeah, but I just thought for nostalgia, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's got a couple of super distortions in there. It stays in tune. It's a pretty good guitar, you know. I mean, I did use it. It was that and my old Les Paul Goldtop was my main guitar.
Yeah.
You know, in the days where I only had two guitars on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have any memories in particular connected to a certain song with this guitar?
I think I probably recorded Number of the Beast on this, like the song.
Yeah.
Like the solo and everything. I think I used it a lot on Killers.
Yeah.
No, what am I talking about? I fucking remember it so long ago. I definitely used it on Number of the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I played the solo from Number of the Beast, and I used that on stage for the song. But I definitely used it in the video, Number of the Beast video. So.
How does that feel? To play that song with the guitar? Does it give you anything, or anything in particular?
Very good question. Yeah.
Or is it just another guitar?
It's a bit of a vibe. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I'm really sort of anything spiritual happens. No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if I see a photo of me now with it, I'm like, oh wow, that takes me back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It takes
That's
me
what
back.
I mean.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. This actually was in a flood.
Oh.
It was in a terrible state. It was all green.
I saw on the back that it's the wood is kind of rising, like this.
Yeah, well, that shows you how much I've used it.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of wood that is, but I mean, it's a good guitar. It stays in tune.
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds
important.
pretty good. Well, this is my current main sort of guitar, and this is a Lado.
Oh yeah.
Right. And again, I got this out for kind of nostalgic purposes. I used it on. I think I may have used it on 2 Minutes to Midnight, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I recorded with it, but I definitely toured on that tour with it. And so I dug it out. Back in those days, although it played beautifully, I had trouble with the trem system and the tuning. It used to drive me insane.
Okay.
Even though it was locking, for some reason the hardware they had wasn't really doing the job. So I kind of put it away for many years.
Yeah.
And I said to Sean, my tech, let's dig it out for the tour, you know, just for a laugh. I said, can you get it refurbed?
Yeah.
You know, so he got it sorted out, and he just gave it to me in rehearsal, and I put it on. I was like, wow, this actually plays fantastic, and it solved the problems with the tuning and everything with the new system. I assume that's a Floyd Rose, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. and it will stay in tune, you know, till the cows come home. And you know, it's a crazy shape, but it's actually really comfortable.
Yep. No, an angle like this is perfect for like resting your arm.
Yeah,
Straight
and
down.
It is so well balanced,
Yep.
and the neck is just. I mean, and it's. I think it's one piece of wood. I mean, look at that.
Oh yeah.
That is incredible. And it's.
Headstock is crazy too.
I mean, you can't. There's no way you can get it out of tune. It's just. It's a beast.
Yeah.
It's a beast of a guitar, and it's got these beautiful inlays here. And for the first few days I was playing it in rehearsals, I forgot it was like a double octave.
Oh.
I'm not used to it, so
No.
I was like getting a bit. I call this the dusty end, you know.
Yeah.
And so I had to get used to that. But it's. I'm really pleased that I dug it out, and this the Grey Lady I call it. It's quite heavy. I mean, have a feel.
Yeah, that's a piece of wood.
Yeah, but it's comfortable. It doesn't feel. It's not like a Les Paul for some
No.
reason. It's really well balanced. I think the neck is quite heavy as well, so it's just perfect. So that's that one,
Very cool.
and it sounds. It's a little bit of a different sound.
There's still like a super distortion in there.
You know what? I don't know. I mean, that is the Lado pickup.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what that is, but it sounded good, so I didn't analyse it too much. I don't know what it is. We could probably find out. But that's the Lado. See, it's got the Lado. And the guy who made these is, I think it's from Yugoslavia originally. He came over and settled in Canada. And, you know, he's a real craftsman. And he's still making guitars, I think.
Yeah.
But he just hand builds them to order now. So, but, you know, he knew what he was doing for sure. And this one is a slightly different version. It's actually a bit lighter. It's black. But I actually prefer the other one for some. It's got a slightly bigger sound. I think that is a super distortion. But again, it plays wonderful. It's a little bit lighter than the other one.
What is that? That bridge right there.
I don't know. Is that not Floyd Rose?
It's an FU tone, I think.
Oh, okay. FU tone.
FU, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, FU tone. Well, it works, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, just beautiful. I mean, you could have a go on this if you.
Oh, wow.
What do you normally play?
In terms of guitar,
Yeah.
I have my own brand.
Oh, right.
Solar guitars. Dude, that neck.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. The neck is. And it's very easy to play. And you could do, for some reason, the Strats, you can't do legato stuff very well, but
No.
or I can't anyway. But that,
And that's great access too,
yeah.
right there. It's
mean,
definitely not a problem.
Been a lot of thought gone into his design of that.
Yeah.
Although it's a crazy shape. I mean, it actually. The only thing is, if you're doing any tapping
Yeah.
and your hand's coming across here, you,
You'll hit that for sure.
That's a pain.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but
Incredible. Thank you.
it's beautiful, isn't it? And and this is usually my main guitar.
Yeah. Wow.
I love this guitar. It's again, it's very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a Jackson, my signature model.
Yes.
And it's got unfinished neck.
Yep.
It's
Is that how it comes delivered, or is it?
well, I think
stock?
that this is a special distress one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can get them just like this. Maybe you can.
Yeah.
But I've always loved the look of the maple neck that's been played like
Yes,
a Eric
with the grey.
Clapton kind of thing, you know. But this is great. I mean, they're so consistent. You can get one out of a box and just plug it in, and
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
pretty much ready to go. And we did an adjustment so you can get to the truss rod
Yep.
easily. It's got Seymour Duncan, and I like the single coils. I like that Strat sound, although I don't use it a lot with Maiden.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much sounds like a Fender Strat when you do there. Obviously the humbuckers, it's different.
Do you know which Seymour Duncan that is?
I don't. I'll have to.
The people will
I think
comment, and
I think it might be a Jeff Beck. I'm not sure.
maybe. So Omnicom.
yeah, probably. And again, you know, it stays in tune.
So is this like your, whenever you don't have a particular guitar for a particular song or era, that this is the go-to?
Yeah, or yeah, yeah. I mean, I've used these for years and years and years. I've just settled on them.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be nice to do, because Yannick and Dave both play your super strats,
Yes.
so I thought it'd be nice to have something different. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a slightly different sound. So that's that. I mean, I do love it. I use that with Smith Kotzen as well. But I have a different set of guitars for my side project. I don't know if you're familiar
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
it. Because that's tuned down a half step.
Yeah.
So I tuned down a half step and with heavier strings.
Okay.
These are 9s, I think. I don't know what the bottom is, but with Richie Kotzen, and I use 10s and down a semi. So plays good. And what have we got here? Oh yeah, this is quite nice. I call this the Hooligan.
Oh yeah.
Hooligan guitars, one pickup, no frills.
Yeah.
But it sounds really good. It's it's got the Maiden 2 minutes to midnight
Yeah.
artwork, which is quite nice. Usual neck I like, unfinished.
Yeah. Back
You
on
know, all lock-in or what have you.
Is that how you get it, or is someone doing that for you?
What the
The back sanding, or like
they just
the
come
treatment?
like that.
They know how
Yeah,
you want it.
yeah, yeah. If you buy,
I mean,
this
I see now that this is satin basically at the back.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, I mean, Grover Jackson
Yeah.
used to come down to our shows in the early 80s in America, in California, and he'd always bring guitars with him.
Yeah.
And at the time I was playing a Les Paul and having tuning problems and stuff, and so, you know, when he brought along one of these with it was like an answer to prayers.
Yes.
Really.
Exactly.
You know, you could just, it'd stay in tune for the whole set.
Yeah.
And it allows you to get on with playing instead of worrying about other shit. So yeah, that's a cool guitar.
Yeah. Sometimes not having too much electronics
Yeah,
gives a completely different tone to
Yeah.
like the pickups, and
yeah, it's more direct, I suppose. Yeah,
you don't have a switch. You only have the volume and tone. It just goes
Yeah.
straight through to the output.
yeah, and it's wireless as well. So
Yep.
it took me a while to get used to that. I mean, if we were the sort of band where you just stand in front of your amp, I'd just have a cable. But
Yes.
I've got to move all over
Yeah,
the stage.
for sure. For
And
sure.
people have got to, I mean, Steve would be tripping over me every show, you know. But
And it's one of those things you just takes a while to get used to, just like in-ears, you know.
yeah, in-ears, but without in-ears, I don't think I could do it anymore.
No.
Because it's just...
Oh, you can hear your bends. That's the
Yeah,
you can hear the pitch
Oh,
better.
is that what we sound like? But I mean, for this tour, for some reason, I've had this one out.
Oh, okay.
I've just got this one in,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm going to suffer for it.
Yeah,
if
of course.
It's loud,
Yes.
you know,
course.
drums and bass and.
Yeah, you heard that.
Even
You
the
had
vocals.
a bunch of live cabs going straight out, so you do have cabs being powered out.
Well, it's quite complicated. I don't know if he explained it to you, but
He did. So you have your in-ear and direct,
Yeah.
like isolated cabinets on
Yeah.
this rig right here. So that goes front of house, I guess.
yeah, he's got a I don't know what it is, you know, like a direct speaker simulator
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
So if there's anything he's missing, he can just.
Add like a different impulse response or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he comes to our rehearsal. We rehearse for 2 weeks before the tour, and,
Yep.
Sam has another room, and he's dialing it all
Yeah.
in. So we don't really sound check very much.
No.
Because it's like, you know, it's like opening a can of worms once you do that.
Right. It's just better to just go straight up on stage
just
or
go and do it.
rip it
yeah.
off.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
that's it, really.
the
Yeah, this
Sunday
is what I
Master.
use for the detune stuff. So
Yeah.
we do like songs like "Run to the Hills,"
Yeah.
"The Clairvoyant."
Yeah.
It's a drop D. And I'm the only one in the band who'll do it. No one will do it.
Oh, really?
So come on, let's drop the D. Let's move with the times. I'm like, nah. So I thought, well, when I rejoined the band, I thought I'd try and do something a little bit different, because Jan was just playing the same as I used to play. So
Yeah.
I'm playing a lot of stuff differently than
Yeah.
I used to.
Yes.
So I'm incorporating. And shout out to a guy called Roy Z, who's Bruce's producer, right-hand guy,
Yeah.
for his solo stuff. And I worked with them for a couple of years, and Roy showed me all this business, you know, with the
Okay, yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what is that? You know, now, you know, everyone's doing it now, but that's, you know, so I brought a little bit of that into Maiden. You know, it can't really, I think unless the bass does it, it doesn't really get the full effect.
Right.
But it's a little bit of different texture. So yeah, drop D
Very
that
cool.
one. I've got a Les Paul in there standard, but I haven't been using it, to be honest.
What was the plan? To
I
use
don't
it in a
know.
song?
I don't know, I used it on a couple of songs on the last tour, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lovely guitar. It is just a Les Paul standard. I bought this in a shop in New York. Me and my wife went for a walk in New York on a day off, and I just ended up in a shop spending loads of money. I bought this, and I bought a gold top with P90s, and I always loved, I mean, I grew up playing a black Les Paul copy,
Yeah.
Shaftesbury, and I always loved that guitar. I'm sad I got rid of it, but I thought I'd just kind of, you know, I have a custom as well, but I like the standard, I like the cream.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Steve Marriott, you know, Humble Pie. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he played one of these. So Les Paul, can't go wrong. I don't think it's as heavy as that, actually. That's the grey one. That's a good
Well,
guitar.
it's a little different. I mean, you have the arm axis is not the
Yes.
same.
It's a solid guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
All right, mate.